Good morning, student. Today I am here with second part of chapter Money and Credit. As in first part, we studied about what is money, what is currency, what is barter system, and what is demand deposit and payment by check. So today we are going to study about the loan activities of bank. Dear students, as we discuss, Reserve Bank of India have the power to issue the currency. This power is given by Government of India. So the right to issue currency is only with the Reserve Bank of India. And our banking system is governed by Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India is a governing body of bank in our country. So now the main activity of the bank, that is called loan activities. As in part 1 we discussed, generally we deposit our money in bank. The surplus money we deposit in bank. For example, if we are getting salary, we are withdrawing only that money what we require for a month and the rest is in account. So today almost people have bank account and they keep money in bank. And it is a ruling of Reserve Bank of India, 15% of total deposit cash should be in a bank treasury. If suppose in one bank the depositor have deposited 100 lakh, right? So it's a 15% as a cash should be there in bank, so that the customer, those who comes daily for demand deposit, they can withdraw their money. As already I told you what is demand deposit. Demand deposit means if there is money in our account in bank and we are going to withdraw it and filling a withdrawal form, this is called demand deposit, right? Well, today the system is totally changed because of the core banking and all the transaction of banking is being through mobile app. But again there is a system, this is called demand deposit. So demand deposit means against our account when we are filling a form, withdrawal form, and demanding bank to withdraw money from our account, this is called demand deposit. So it is the instruction of Reserve Bank of India to the bank, 15% of total deposit cash should be with the bank so that the customer, those who comes daily, they can get money. Okay, banks in India these days hold about 15% of their deposits as cash. This is kept as provision to pay the depositors who might come to withdraw money from the bank on any given day. Since on any particular day, only some of its many depositors come to withdraw cash, the bank is able to manage with this cash. So it is the instruction of Reserve Bank of India. The bank should have 15% cash of total deposits so that the customer can get their demand deposits. Banks are the major portion of the deposits to extend loans. Now question arises, the money which we deposit in bank, what happens that? Okay, bank circulate that money. The money which is deposited in bank circulate it. And loan is the important activity of bank. All the industries and all the trade activities and business activities are running only through the loan, because the big businessmen, they are getting loan from the bank and then they starting their business, and bank also want to provide loan. Why? Okay, there is a huge demand for loan for various economic activities. Today, all the economic activity require loan. Okay, bank make use of the deposit to meet the loan requirement of the people. So the money which we deposit in bank use of the deposit to meet the loan requirement of people. In this way, Bank mediate between those who have surplus fund, the depositors, and those who are in need of these funds, the borrowers. Now, in loan activity, bank function like a mediator. How? We have deposited money in bank, okay, and we are deposited, and large number of people they are getting loan from the bank, they are borrowers. So between the depositor, if we have deposited money in bank, okay, we are deposited, and for the economic activity, those who are borrowing loan, they are borrowers. Here, bank is like a mediator. How? We are depositing money, and bank is providing as a loan the money that for various economic activities. Bank charge a higher interest rate on loan than what they offer on deposits. Okay. The difference between what is charged from borrowers and what is paid to depositors is their main source of income. For example, if you have bank account in your bank, in a running account, bank is giving you only 4% interest, right? You are getting only 4% interest. The different bank have different criteria. And when the person is borrowing the loan from the bank is charging 12 to 15% charge interest, right? Again, try to understand. We are deposited, and in running account, bank is giving us only 4% interest. Bank is giving us only 4% interest, and when the bank is providing loan to any economic activity, their bank is charging around 15% rate of interest. So the difference between what is charged from borrowers and what is paid to depositors is the main source of income. Now, bank is giving us only 4% interest to depositor, and bank is charging 15% for the borrowers. So here, the difference between borrowers and what is paid to depositors is called the profit of bank, that is around 10 to 11%. So this is a loan activity of bank, and it is the interest of bank, it is the benefit of bank, it is the main source of income. We are depositing money, okay, we are deposited, getting only 4% in running account. The borrower who are taking credit from the bank is charging around 15%. So the difference between borrower and depositors, that is around 11%, and this is the main source of income. That is why bank always prepare loan activities. The main motto of bank is to provide credit to people. Why? Because it's the main source of income of the bank. So there are the different credit situations. A large number of transactions in our day-to-day activities involve credit in some form or the other. Credit means loan, to an agreement in which the lender supplies the borrower with money, goods or service in return for the promise to future payment. Let us see how credit works through the following two examples. Okay, here. First example, here are two examples. One is a festival season and another is the Swapnal problem. And before providing the loan, it is very important to know formal and informal sector of providing loan. So the poor people in rural area, they are getting loan from the money lenders. They are not approaching to the bank, while the bank is providing loan in nominal rate. But in rural area, large number of people are illiterate and they are unable to go to bank. That is why they are getting loan from the money lenders, and the rate of interest of these money lenders is very high, right? And these money lenders are exploiting them. So here are two examples. One is the example of Salim. It is called the festival season. So by the way, he is a shoemaker and he gets the demand of 3,000 pair of shoes. Okay, he have taken loan from a money lenders and he started to manufacture shoes and he sold it, right? And he sold 3,000 pair of shoes. So after selling the shoes, he returned the loan and he earned some money. This is called festival season. So what happened? He got the demand of 3000 pair of shoes and he manufactured. For the manufacturing shoes, he required some money. He took some loan and then he sold 3000 pair of shoes. He has good earning and also he earned money. Another case of a poor farmer, that is the Sapna's problem. She is a poor farmer. She wants to grow groundnuts. That for she require loan. So she goes to a money lenders and she take loan. Unfortunately, because of natural calamity, the crop failure. In the beginning of harvesting, in the beginning of sowing and agricultural activity, she has taken loan to grow groundnut. Unfortunately, what happened? Crop failure and the productivity nil. So now she has to return her credit. अब उसको अपना पैसा वापस करना था, but she do not have any earning. उसके पास कोई earning नहीं थी. How she will return? Because the crop failure, no other source of income, and it was difficult her to return the loan. Loan return करना उसके लिए बड़ा कठिन हो गया था. So when a poor person is unable to return the loan, that is called debt trap. This is a technical term in economics. When a person is unable to return the loan, it is called debt trap. Credit in this case puts the borrower into a situation from which recovery is very painful. So debt trap is a situation where recovery is very painful. Generally, you listen in newspaper, a large number of farmers in our country suicide. Cause is debt trap. Generally, the farmer take loan, but because of the failure, they are unable to return it. And when they are unable to return the loan, this is called debt trap. What it is called? Debt trap, when the person is unable to return the loan, and this is very painful. And the borrowers into a situation from which recovery is very painful, और यहाँ पर recovery बड़ी painful होती है. So in such condition, what happened? The money lender make the borrower as a bonded labor, right? So because they are unable to return the loan to money lender, and now they are a bonded labor, according to the condition of money lender, they will have to work with the owner. So here are two examples. One is the selling. Okay, one situation, credit help to increase earning and therefore the person is better before the another situation. Salim got demand of 3000 pair of shoes and because of credit his income increased. Another case, Savita took the loan and she had said okay, and she was unable to return the loan because of the crop failures. So finally, to return her loans, she has to sell a portion of her land. मनी लैंडर को पैसा वापस करने के लिए उसको अपनी ज़मीन बेचनी पड़ी. शी इज क्लियरली मच वर्स ऑफ देन बिफोर. लोन लेने से पहले उसकी कंडीशन अच्छी थी. नाउ हर कंडीशन वॉज वर्स बिकॉज शी हैज़ टू गिव हर पीस ऑफ लैंड. अपनी ज़मीन को उसको देना पड़ा. Whether credit would be useful or not, therefore depends on the risk of the situation and whether there are some support in case of loss. So loaning is very important in our economic system. In rural area, the people are not approaching to bank. Instead of going to bank, they are going to money lenders, and the rate of money lenders is very high, and money lenders are exploiting to the poor farmers because they are illiterate. That is why there is more exploitation in rural area. So now comes terms of credit. Again, it is very important question. When a borrower is taking loan from a bank or from money lenders, there are some terms and conditions. Every loan agreement specifies an interest rate which the borrower must pay to the lender along with the repayment. First thing, they decide the rate of interest. If a borrower is taking the loan, the bank will decide what will be the rate of interest. Okay, Secondly, in addition, lenders may demand collateral security against loans. Collateral, what is collateral? Again, this is a very important question. Collateral is an assets that the borrower owns, such as land, building, vehicles, livestock, deposits with bank, and use this as a guarantee to lender until the loan is repaid. If I am, for example, if I am applying in bank for 10 lakh credit, right? What the bank will do? Bank will check my property. If I have property of 10 lakh, it can be my land, it can be my house, vehicle, and bank deposit. If bank feel he is having that 10 lakh property, only then bank will give me loan. Why? Because in case of coming time I am unable to return the bank loan, bank will recover it from my property. Suppose the industry is taking the loan of 10 crore, bank directly will not give him loan. Bank will make survey of his property. If bank will feel the lender have the 10 crore property, only then bank will provide the loan. Why? Because in case he is unable to return the loan, bank will recover it through its property. So this is called collateral. Again, this is very important. What is collateral? Collateral is an asset that the borrowers own, such as land, building, vehicles, livestock, deposits with bank, and use this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. So collateral means the security you can see against loan. So whenever the bank provide loan to any person, bank check the collateral. बैंक ये देखता है कि आदमी के पास 10 लाख का लोन ले रहा है तो 10 लाख की प्रॉपर्टी है कि नहीं. यदि उसके पास 10 लाख की प्रॉपर्टी है तो बैंक विल प्रोवाइड हिम लोन. वाई? बिकॉज इफ द पर्सन इज अनेबल टू रिटर्न, यदि आदमी उसको लौटा नहीं पाएगा तो बैंक उसकी प्रॉपर्टी से रिफर कर लेगा. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड कोलेटरल. If the borrower failed to repay the loan, the lender has the right to sell the asset of collateral to obtain payment. यदि borrower फेल हो गया रिपे करने में तो बैंक के पास ये राइट रहेगा कि बैंक उसकी प्रॉपर्टी को बेच के पैसा वसूल कर लेंगे. Such as land, titles, deposits with bank, livestock are some common example of collateral used for borrowing. So again, the terms of credit, it is very important, the collateral. The bank check the collateral. If I am applying, either if you are applying for loan, first bank will check your collateral, means जितना आप लोन ले रहे हैं उसके लायक आपके पास प्रॉपर्टी है नहीं है. If you have the property of that amount, bank easily will provide you loan, and in case you are not able to return the loan, bank will recover the loan from that property. So this is called collateral. Again, what is collateral? It is an asset that the borrower owns, such as land उसमें आ जाते, building, vehicles, livestock, deposits with bank, and use this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. If the borrower fails to repay the loan, the lender has the right to sell the asset or collateral to obtain payment. Property such as land, title, deposits with banks. Livestock are some common example of collateral used for borrowing. So the collateral, it is very important because the bank give loan and bank provide loan only with the collateral. And terms of condition, again it is very important. Whenever there is the loaning, so there is an agreement between lender and borrower. बैंक और आदमी के बीच में एक agreement होता है. And under that agreement, the rate of interest is fixed, except that the returning tenure, कितने समय में पैसा लौटा जाएगा. All the terms and conditions are fixed between lender and borrowers. So my dear student, the bank is a mediator between borrower and creditor. Generally we deposit our money, as already we discussed a lot, in bank because there is a safety, and in return bank give us some rate of interest. And the main activity and main source of earning of bank, that is the loaning. Bank provide loan in higher rate, and bank give us interest less. So the rate of interest between depositors and between creditors is difference of loan between creditor and depositor is main source of income of bank. So here, what is debt trap? The important question. Debt trap is a conditions. Credit is a case push the borrower into situation from where recovery is not painful, means the condition where the borrower is unable to return the money. That is called debt trap, and this is a tough situation where recovery is very painful. Generally, this happens in our rural area with our farmers in agriculture sector. That is why large number of Indian farmers suicide every year. That is the basic cause there. That is called debt trap, because they take loan and then because of the failure of crop they are unable to return. Because when the creditor returned the money, he returned with interest. मूलधन तो उसको देना है जो प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट है, लेकिन उसके अलावा जो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से आता है, दैट आल्सो दे हैव टू रिटर्न. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड डेब्ट ट्रैप, where the borrower is unable to return the loan. Second, when the bank provides loan, there is an agreement over the interest rate which the borrower must pay to the lender along with the repayment on the principal. And in addition, lenders may demand collateral security against the loan. So whenever the bank gives loan, bank requires a security that is called collateral. It is an asset that the borrower owns. उसमें लैंड आ जाती है, बिल्डिंग, व्हीकल्स, लाइफ स्टॉक, डिपॉजिट्स विद बैंक. Use this as a guarantee to lender until the loan is repaid. If the borrower fails to repay the loan, the lender has the right to sell the assets or collateral to obtain payment. Property such as land, titles, deposit with bank, livestock are some common example of collateral used for borrowing. So this is the collateral, debt trap, and loan activities of banks. So dear student, in third part again we will discuss about the formal and informal source of credit in our country. So the main source of income of bank is loan activity. Debt. What is debt trap? When the borrower is unable to return the credit. And the important question, what is collaterals? Rest we will discuss in third PPT. Thank you.